Here's the lineup. Kevin Hansen on pole with Kevin Eriksson alongside him. Those two always battling for the win. Thomas Bryntesson and Tobias Brink. And then Simon Olofsson and Oliver Erikssson. Kevin Hansen and Kevin Eriksson, they're ready to go. Rev limiters are on.
He's very focused, yes.
A really long hold again. Are we going to see a split strategy at the front of the field? Hansen is heading into the standard lap. And we are in. They go 4 cars into the Joker lap. That's a mistake, surely, for the two guys at the back. Look at this.
There was an opportunity, wasn't there, for one of them to look how they're holding each other up. There was an opportunity for there to slip up the inside and do the standard lap.
Surely as well, if you were on the back row there, you'd be able to say, look, 3 people have gone in there. Would you follow them in? I know these guys, they're only young and they're learning, most of them. We have got some older drivers in it as well. Most of the time you take your cue from your spotter in the tower, but sometimes you've got to decide for yourself.
Off the start, it's split second, isn't it? It's a split second reaction. So these cars in their 4-wheel drive, they're still accelerating 0 to 60 in sort of 3.5, 4 seconds. They're very quick cars. There's not much time to think about it.
Kevin Hansen completing the first lap up and over the chicane, which is so fast. You can hit that big wide curb on the one side, but not on the other. He's got a decent gap here already. Again, I'm wondering if I was the spotter now, I might be thinking about telling Kevin to go, but I think the danger man for him is the other Kevin, who's already been in and came out of the lead of the 4 who went into the Joker lap.
Yeah, I think it's too early now. He's got the pace to build up a lead. Let's see if he can do that. Look, they've got the wipers going now when the rain is starting to come down.
And it's not so much about the dirt, it's now about the tarmac. We can see that the colour of the tarmac is starting to change as the track gets more and more damp. They're all going to be on slicks. They're kind of an intermediate anyway. Cooper tyres this year as well for the RX lights. I believe you wouldn't have gone on a wet.
No, it's, the slicks have cuts in them, so they generate temperature around the cuts. That's enough to get these cars hooked up on the tarmac stage until it becomes really wet. But yeah, it's definitely a factor.
Now, if you kept up this week with the news with the World Rallycross Championship, you'll know we had a shootout for the RX lights here in the UK. The Motorsport Association in the UK teaming up with RX lights. First corner, the promoter for them, and also Lydden Hill. Oh, a bit of carnage at the Joker lap exit. Beneficiary there, Bryntesson. And the winner of that, of course, gets a drive down in Turkey. Oh, up the inside is Oliver Erikssson. Having a look up the inside. Contact there, heavy contact. It is. It's Oliver Erikssson having a look up the inside. I think it's fair enough, though. No wheels off.
That was a good move, good forceful. They're not particularly tough and strong, these cars, so you don't want to be banging into people too hard, but he got away with that one, no problem.
So yeah, the light shootout. Driver that won it was Tom Onslow Cole, who of course is a touring car driver here in the UK. And he's a rock star energy athlete, so he'll fit in perfectly into the Paddock World Rallycross. Looking forward to seeing how he gets on. Oh, doors are flapping and everything at the back. Laps 4 out of 6. Only Kevin Hansen is left to Joker. So can Kevin Hansen Joker come out in front? He is on the run now, down to Devil's Elbow.
Yeah, that was Olofsson in the yellow car, getting very wide at Paddock Bend, and similar sort of problem to Jessen's got out wide, got slow off the corner, and Brink was able to get him before they got to the chicane and the timing line.
So the rear 4 have all Joker. These guys are unlikely now, I think, to change position. We have seen a little bit of argy-bargy. Kevin Hansen comes past the commentary position. Kevin Eriksson is chasing him hard as always. Those two guys have gapped the rest of the field.
It's pretty tight though, you know. There's only really sort of 3 to just under 4 seconds between them. It's very close. I think that Eriksson is keeping Hansen honest here.
So do I. Hansen is going to have to Joker on the last lap. That's the tactic that they've chosen. On lap 5 out of 6 now. Into Devil's Elbow just in front of us. In the commentary position goes Kevin Hansen. He is heading up the hill. Wipers on at the back, trying to keep the mud off the screen. There is your leader, Kevin Hansen. Behind him, Kevin Eriksson up into the hairpin.
The spotters next to us shouting, push, 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 all the time, encouraging their man on.
Kevin really likes that, doesn't he? We were saying not a lot of drivers would. Obviously, most drivers are pushing as hard as they can, but Kevin seems to really enjoy that constant encouragement. Is it going to be useful to him now as he heads down into the Joker lap? So Kevin Hansen into the Joker lap. This is for the win in RX lights. To the right and then to the left. It's going to be very, very close between these two. Kevin Hansen's on the gas. He's trying to come around the outside of Kevin Eriksson. Oh, Eriksson seems to like the throw up a little bit too early. He's gone wide. Brilliant job. Kevin Hansen manages to get out in front of Kevin Eriksson. I thought that was going to be even closer than that. What happened there? Do you think Eriksson licked it up too early?
He just got on the gas far too early, but that was exactly what the scenario we thought was going to play out on the last lap.
Kevin Hansen, good job by him, up to the hairpin. Kevin Eriksson is behind him. They've just got the run down the hill into the long right-hander. and then past the start-finish, he will take the checkered flag. Oh, Olofsson is off in the gravel, but down at the finish line, 1 corner to go. There he is, Kevin Hansen manages to take the win here in the UK. Second place goes to Kevin Eriksson, and third place is Bryntesson. That's Kevin Hansen's first win of the year. Let's see the full race result. Olofsson in the gravel. Hansen with the win, Kevin Eriksson in second, Bryntesson in third, Oliver Eriksson fourth, Tobias Brink and Simon Olofsson, as we saw with the DNF right at the end. Bit of a shame.
Down at Devil's Elbow. Doesn't count as a finish, unfortunately for him, but he made the final.
Kevin hanging out the side of the car, celebrating, looking to emulate his brother and his dad, of course, two very, very successful rallycross drivers. Look how pleased he is. He absolutely loves it. He's so enthusiastic.
Yeah, it's such a famous name in rallycross, isn't it?
What are they going to do when Kevin is old enough to jump in a supercar as well? Here are the replays from that one. Kevin out front and Kevin Eriksson went straight to the Joker. And Kevin Eriksson here, frankly, held everyone up. He was tidy on the brakes, but he made sure to get it turned in.
Yeah, didn't want to overcommit, did he? This was where Olofsson went wide and lost that position to Brink by getting out of the loose stuff.
Great overtaking in lights, as always. So one make formula, everybody in the same car. There's only a few things you can change in terms of suspension setup. But very, very fair. This was Olofsson backwards off into the gravel trap. There have been some very famous names in there. He doesn't need to feel bad about spending time in that gravel trap. Solberg was in there last year. But it was a win for Kevin Hansen. Great job.